Hey, everything on 3. Number 3. Wait on 1. Oh. Wait on 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Hey, next up. Eyes on 3. Everything on 3. 1. Everything.
You are now listening to the Fantasy Football Bros Podcast.
Let's get it.
Time for a victory lap.
All right, Jay, I know what's coming. What's your victory lap, buddy? You going with maybe some baseball?
No.
No?
This is a football show.
You could talk about baseball. These you could talk about anything. If you want to
It's
go,
our show, Jay.
Yeah, if you
you
want
do
to
whatever
go,
you want.
It is our show.
I thought
You
you
do
might.
whatever you want.
I thought you might do a little JV action.
I mean, we'll do this as an honorary thing.
Okay.
You know,
All right,
the Mets getting Justin Verlander.
Jay's a
2
Mets
years.
fan. They signed
86 mil.
72-year-old Justin,
He is 72 in the sports world, but you know what?
and he's a
Kate Upton keeps him young.
3-time World Series champ. Detroit,
Possibly.
and then 2 with. I don't know if he won that first one with Houston.
He's
but
got at least 2.
he got at least 2. He might have. So the big signing for the Mets, not the biggest baseball guy, but we had this conversation when we were drinking. I mean, Justin Verlander's a top 3.
Oh, my God, Rashad White. What an absolute
no.
dumpster fire that was.
Great. Justin Verlander's a top 3 pitcher in the last 20 years. So,
Yep.
So good for the Mets.
They let their main guy go for way too much money, which was a smart move. So
All right, so that's your honorary.
Wait,
Yep.
is this your victory lap? Or
No, that's his honorary.
Okay, I was
That's
gonna
his
say.
honorary
Yeah.
victory lap.
I know what you were talking about.
victory lap. Fucking Bengals, baby.
Okay. All right. Good.
Beat
Good.
the Chiefs.
Yeah. Shutting Chazz up over here.
Good. They should have beat today. I'm happy they beat the
Bengals
Chiefs.
winning, helping us yet again.
Do I shit on the Bengals or do I shit on Joe Mixon and T. Higgins?
You shit on the Bengals. a
No, I
lot.
shit on Joe
I
Mixon
mean, he definitely shits on Zach Taylor, too.
and Zach
Yeah,
Taylor.
it's
So
Zach
it's
Taylor.
definitely a Bengals
and
thing.
and the play calling.
Let me just clear it up.
Boring
Definitely a
offense.
Bengals thing.
How good was Joe Mixon this week? How many points did he score? I don't need context.
He
I don't
didn't play.
want context.
He hasn't played in 3 games.
I don't want context. How many
Stop
points
it.
did Joe Mixon
He got
score?
0.
Hey, hang on. To be fair, has anyone missed Joe Mixon for the last 3 weeks?
It's true. P. Ryan's been awesome.
Okay.
You don't know whether he's playing or not because he's fucking boring.
Dude,
as shit,
Adam's
so.
fired up. He's got the fucking mic out of his
He's
stand
ready to
now.
go.
Dude, did I tell you
We can't even get through our segment.
Did I tell you my last trade before the deadline?
What's that?
3 weeks ago. I traded A.J. Brown and Joe Mixon for Derrick Henry.
Ooh.
And Joe Mixon hasn't played in 3 weeks.
Oh.
A.J. Brown's been great, but
Fuck Joe Mixon anyway.
I was just saying that was my trade because he hasn't played in 3 weeks.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but you could. But my thing is okay. So T. Higgins got a touchdown. Okay, cool. But do you know what his stats were? Like, he got a touchdown. But do you know?
And you know if Tyler Boyd was irrelevant?
No, Tyler LeBoy was better than T. Higgins.
He's literally better than T. Higgins.
So here's my thing. I realized with Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins is if Jamar Chase is playing, T. Higgins is going to be mid. Maybe he could be all right. He's going to be mid. And Tyler Boyd's going to be good. If Jamar Chase isn't playing, T. Higgins is going to be good, and Tyler Boyd's going to suck.
Fuck you, Tyler Boyd.
So look up real quick T. Higgins. He's in my matchup, okay? He's in my matchup. And I just want you to say, yes, he had the touchdown. But what are his stats for the game other than the touchdown? You can read the touchdown, but listen to these stats, Jay. And this is why I shit on T. Higgins at that draft pick. He's been great, but you didn't have Jamar Chase for 4 weeks. What were his stats with Jamar Chase's return?
No, you were playing against Jamar Chase, not T. Higgins.
He's got both.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, my God,
He's
he
got both.
actually does.
So go ahead. Just read me those
Holy
stats.
shit. Game log. All right, let's see. Against Kansas City, he went 5 targets, 3 for 35 and a touchdown.
Okay, so he got that touchdown. Great. But those are like that's what I think of when I think of a healthy Jamar Chase playing with T. Higgins. And that's why I feel like that pick was such a reach. Now it worked out because he's been gone, and Higgins still gets big games. And I don't mean to think he's going to get you 6 points every week. I don't mean to.
Tyler Boyd went 4 for 60.
So he had a better game. But with the touchdown.
Without the touchdown.
Without the touchdown. Of course, the touchdown counts. And actually, I thought Tyler Boyd would have been a little better than that. But in general, like that was
He's better than he was last week.
He's better when
True.
when he's the third option.
With Chase there.
He's better when he's the third option. Higgins is better when he's the first option. Chase being there takes away from Higgins.
Hey, as a Bills fan, victory lap goes out to the Bengals.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bengals. Hey, Bengals.
Yeah.
Here we go. The Bengals always helping us out.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Get your
Love the
Gatorade
Bengals.
in
We
here.
love the Bengals here in Buffalo because
Vic, what about you? What
they
you
are
got,
the
girl?
ones that got us in the playoffs against the
Said,
Ravens.
nah, bro.
She said, nah, bro. Oh, you're going last, right?
I'm going last.
Okay. You good?
Yeah.
All right. My victory lap is. How am I going to word this? It was originally going to be, so I'll start it off. My victory lap mainly is the rebirth and the being back and the demotion of
Bumbles bounce.
and my dude DeAndre Swift's back.
He had a nice game.
He had more rushes, obviously more receiving yards or receptions. So more rushing attempts, more rushing yards, more receiving yards, more receptions than Bumbles.
Didn't I ever tell you about Bumbles?
Yeah, he's back to being a second string option. Hopefully, they both got a touchdown.
Yeah.
But DeAndre Swift showed me why I took him in the first round and why you guys have been dogging me this whole year for taking him in the first round. So my theory behind him was like he was healthy. He was healthy. Pull up DeAndre Swift. I believe he's on Joe Dirte in the league you're looking at.
Don't you have?
No, not in that league. So look on Joe Dirte. DeAndre Swift came into week 1 healthy. Okay?
He does have Swift.
And what did he score week 1?
Week 1, he had 26.5.
Pretty good game, right, Jay?
He had 15 attempts, 144 yards, a touchdown, and 3 receptions for 31 yards.
So pretty good, right?
Yeah, not
so
bad.
then he got injured. But what did he do week 2?
16.7.
Pretty good with an injury, right?
Not bad.
And then he popped up with another injury. So what was week 3?
7.6.
And then he started.
And then missed the next 3.
Missed the next
including the bye.
Yep.
So that's 4 weeks he missed, technically.
And then he was kind of mid.
14.3, 8, 8.2, 12.2, 10.3, and this past week was
This was the
21.1.
This was the first week since week 1 he wasn't on the injury report. So maybe even though the Lions were honest about it, he's been on the injury report the whole time, maybe it was a serious injury that we weren't taking serious, right? Very possible.
Very possible.
Because the first week he's not on the injury report, he's back to being a top 5 option. But my and also head into my victory lap is I started in my 2 main leagues 4 running backs. One of them is Rashad White, who's playing right now, who just fumbled.
Yeah, bad fumble.
The other 3 were the first overall running back of the week, Christian McCaffrey, the 4th overall running back of the week, DeAndre Swift, and the 5th overall running back on the week, Josh Jacobs. So give it to me, baby. I'm going to take my victory lap on having very good running backs this week. So
I like it.
I'm going to give myself a those on victory laps. So.
All right, Adam.
You guys ready?
Yeah,
My
you've been
victory
waiting
lap.
for this, so.
And get ready because we're going right in to get dunked on. My victory lap goes out to the NFL for finally flexing out the Denver Broncos on prime time. They are no longer the Sunday night football game for Week 15. But let me tell you,
That's it.
and they stay there.
That's it, though.
Chazz, please hit the get dunked on.
You are now listening to the Fantasy Football Bros Podcast.